you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Ya170 chat. Ya170 chat.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 18 of of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on his first pass of the game for a long touchdown, so we'll see what else he's got up his sleeve as they start 1st and 10 again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
George Karlaftis.
He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen throughout this game? It's been nothing short of elite.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll He'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Out to his left. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
54 yards.
Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All of that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
George Karlaftis.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get to a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the move to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's... Back to throw now on first down.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Darren Waller, 92 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number
2. He'll drop to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Darren Waller with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo. And they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
The Raiders offense ready to go.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second and 4.
They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
George Karlaftis getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
As long as you don't make it this far.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the...
This is caught inside the 15.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,
they suffered just their 4th loss all year to bring the final mark to 13-4 overall.
And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out.
Not too bad. You're starting to make a name for yourself in this league. Make a couple of plays, you're going to hit next level. Somebody get this man his update.
From the Position Hub, you can customize your skills, abilities, and physique. Equipping a position will set it as the default when you enter the yard.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's off to a hot start, completing his lone throw for the long touchdown pass on that last drive. And they'll try again here with a first down.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same.
He's got a man complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Darren Waller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for a...
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. 75 yards.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half. 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with the first one.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake from 6 yards away. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the day. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So it's on to a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough.
And now here come the Raiders.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping it, and that's why his side is on top.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. How about that? Their quarterback saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this one. Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
It got his man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
They'll set up a throw.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep for Adams.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They'll look to throw. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown.
Raiders heading out to take over.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 48 yards. And the Raiders tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending...
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this division. Back to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
Ya170 chat.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 75 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. On this stage, out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs,
and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 46 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets ahead of steam.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Hunter Renfro, 55 yards. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent... Shot CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to add on to their... Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been utterly remarkable in this first half. 5 touchdown passes already. This could be a record. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to... And this is caught! Touchdown Raiders! Foster Moreau, 52 yards. And the Raiders extend their lead yet again.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders just continue to roll.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser focused on being that team to represent in the
comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10,
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Darren Waller, 97 yards.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I'm just wondering how many yards is he going to throw for? On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile quarterback with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters in. So out come the Raiders. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 2nd and 7. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Well, Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys...
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Everything's bigger. Everything's brighter. Everything's louder. These players know that this is going to be one of the biggest days of their lives. It's all the big games you've ever played rolled into one.